Up my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. So I'm really excited to be here with you. It's a Friday, it's the end of the week. It's been a long week. It's been the first week back at work, although it's just been a training week. Everything starts proper next week. I've poured myself a glass of vino, which is something I do very rarely. But just fancied a Friday night, end of the first week back, chill out time. And what better way than to share this box with you. So this arrived today and it is from Mate Horror Number, who I've been in touch with for, gosh, probably 18 months or so now, maybe 2 years. And he, every 6 months or so, when they've got a few kind of decks behind them, because they do produce quite a few decks now. They're a great company for releasing mass market-ish. Well, no, not even mass market, because not all of them are available on places like Amazon. But I will put information down, but they're on Kickstarter, and I have known some decks that you can pick up quite easily from shops and things as well. So kind of that sort of in between mass market and independent. The quality of these decks are something else. You will have heard me say before that when I'm approached by deck creators and they say, you know, I've created a deck, I'd love to be able to send it you. Is it something that you think you'd be interested in? I pride myself on being really honest. And I will go back to some people and say, actually, you know, I've had a look at your deck, well done. You know, I'm never going to knock anybody's work. And there's never anything wrong with the work either. But we have to think about whether it jives with us, whether we're going to use it, and whether I'm going to give it a fair review, because this is somebody's work. And I'll have a look at it, and then I'll make a decision, and I'll either say, yes, that'll be lovely, thank you for thinking of me, and they'll send a deck. Otherwise, I usually suggest someone, like, have you considered this person? It's not really my aesthetic. I want to be able to give it a good review, or for you to get a good review, so I'll suggest somebody else. However, with Deckstiny and their decks, I'm really happy for them to send me any of their decks. Sorry about I've got the window open because it's very humid and very close. It feels like there's going to be a storm or something. I'm very happy for them to trust their judgment and agree for them to send me decks that I haven't necessarily seen all the way through. I always get some images, because their production is exceptional. The quality, but also the style of decks, the genres that they do. I have never yet had a deck from Deckstiny that I haven't completely loved. The package so well, but I'm going to try and find, it looks like a box within a box, so let's just cut through this. It might even be a couple of boxes. That one weighs a ton. I think there's a few in there. I'm not sure what this one is. Wow, there's quite a few. I know Mate was going to send, I think he was sending about 4. But we'll have a look. And what I would do is schedule some reviews to take place. Obviously, I won't do them all today. Let's open this. I think I can see through here it says Runaway, and I think it's a book. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'll have to check my emails, but I'm pretty sure Mate asked me not to review that one right away, because I think there's some more information to come out about it. So he said, can I hold fire on that one? So let's open this up and see what's in this box. So I hope everybody's had a fab week. Oh my gosh, there's how many? 7 decks in here. Although I think some might be, oh, Autumn Miss. I mean, I have the spring, I think it's Spring Sakura, and I think there's a deck for each of the 4 seasons. We have Pythia Tarot. This is the official Deckstiny. Now, I've got a, this was called a prototype of the deck, a demo version. It says on the back there, demo version. So this is the actual version. So it will be great to see those side by side. This I'm really excited about because this is the Pamela Coleman Smith commemorative collection. I mean, a deck of Pixie. It is a majors only, but it looks like it's in a gorgeous box. We have another Deckstiny. So this is the Pocket edition. Oh, okay. So we've got the full version. Yeah, and then we've got a pocket version. Wow. And then here we've got Chubby Bunny pockets, and I think I've got the Chubby Bunny and their Rune version as well. So that's cool. So let's pop that down there. And then there's these 2. So let's have a look what we've got here. So these have come from Bangkok, and they only take a few days. He uses FedEx. Oh my goodness, of course, I've forgotten about this. This is old school, the second version, which is a full size. Now, old school is possibly this or Smith Tiny. I fluctuate between the 2. One of my favourite decks from Deckstiny, and that is going to be, it's got some shoes to fill, because this little beauty here is pocket, it is plastic, and it has the nicest gilding of any deck I own. This copper colour is just stunning. I love everything about this deck. It is very RWS, but it's done in like a kind of Looney Tune, 1940s, 50s cartoon. That's all, folks, that type of, but the aged effect on this is wonderful. So we've got old school version 2, which is a full size version. I'm not going to know what to do first. Let's have a little sup of wine. Oh, that's nice and refreshing. So I just want to see what everything is, and then we'll do a walkthrough of one of them anyway. So this one is the Winter Magic. So we have Autumn Miss, Winter Magic, and then I've got the Spring Sakura. So what's the one? Autumn, Winter, it's Summer deck. I'm not quite sure if the Summer deck is released yet or not, but isn't it cool having a tarot deck that you can use, switch them around and use them each season. Autumn Miss, I mean, we're just going into autumn now, so that's a good time to start using a deck like this. Then as we go into December, the Winter Magic. I've got Spring, and maybe there's a summer one coming out in time for next for next year. So let's have a look at the decks that's been sent then. So we have, well, I suppose the Pamela Coleman Smith one goes with the Deckstiny ones. So we've got Deckstiny Pocket, Pamela Coleman Smith. We have Chubby Bunny Pocket. I've already got the Chubby Bunny. And we have this Chubby, I think it's called, yeah, Chubby Bunny, but it's the Rune deck. So we have 9 decks. Wow. Oh, and then there's this, but I'm pretty sure this is the one. I may have to pause just to check that this is the one not to review just yet. This looks really interesting as well. I don't know anything about this. Wow, it's like a folder of some sort. It's a fashion tarot. Runway 78 Fashion Tarot Book A. Okay. And it looks like it's ring binders. Yeah, ring binders. That's interesting, but I think that's the one that mate said not to show just yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go with old school. I'm gonna go with old school because I'm really intrigued to see the difference between a deck that I love and what version 2 is like. And then we'll do these decks over the next couple of weeks. I think I'm going to do the Deckstiny ones because I really want to look at the Pamela Coleman Smith one as well. That'll be the next one that I do. So let's just move these to the side for now. Yeah, so we'll move those to the side. And we will take a look at the old school tarot version 2. Let's try and, there's a little lift there. There we go. And as I've mentioned, every time I do a Deckstiny review, the quality of the packaging, the cards, everything is just amazing. So now, instead of a tuck box, although this is one of the easiest tuck boxes ever to use, we've got a 2-part box. And we've got some images on the back, on the side. It mentioned, the artwork again is Umsim Pufat, does a lot of Deckstiny artwork. And then we have another artist here as well called Jujia. 78 cards. Sometimes they're 79 or you might get 80 because they'll put a Happy Squirrel card in, or a Pamela Coleman Smith and Arthur Edward Waite card. I like the design, look at that. Oh wow. So on the inside it has their company Deckstiny. This is almost like wood. It is a really strong cardboard. I cannot begin to tell you. It's like having a wooden box. So, oh my gosh, it's green. Look at that. So yeah, the box really protects the cards because that is, I'm not going to push it too far on because sometimes the weight of the deck helps you to get the 2 parts. Although it does have the thumb cut out. So we get a certificate. This is number 533 of 1,000. So already over halfway. Old School Tarot version 2, and it has the creators there. So the backs have changed. If we look at this version, I should really pause and put this together so I can do a side by side. I think I will, and bring the camera down. But as you can see here, it is card. It's not plastic now. This one is plastic. This one is card. It is the most amazing matte cardstock. It is gorgeous. So if we look at the different backs, so here we have more colour. This is different red tones with 6 kind of Mickey hands. And here's somebody slinging cards. So they're the difference. The size, so you get an idea of the size difference between version 1 and version 2. And then comparing it with a standard tarot, it is a regular tarot size. Okay, put that back there. So I will pause, put these in order, and then bring the camera down so we can have a close-up look. Okay, so these are now in order. Just to show you a close-up, in case you didn't see it before, of the gilding on this deck. I love it, and it really complements the rusty red colours and the aged effect on the cards. The new version, the latest version, has this gorgeous green colour, but it also has like little sparkles and flecks in it, which gives you different colours and all at certain angles. It's really, really beautiful. Cardstock is, I don't know if you can hear that, it's that sort of gorgeous matte cardstock. We get some extra cards. This happens a lot with Deckstiny. They protect their cards really well, particularly with packaging. So you've got these little protector cards in like the days of tarot over the years, but they've put quite a few in. We already had the certificate card, which I showed you earlier. And then this one is a thanks for your support. So, I mean, I always keep the certificates because it's, well, why wouldn't you? It helps you to, you know, you've got a log then of where it was, especially if there's other editions that come out. But these ones, these make excellent little bookmarks. It's upside down, I knew I'd be at the back. Because you get quite a few, and I think you only probably need one at the front and one at the back. So we'll take these ones out, double-sided one there. Oh, we've got a note one here. That's really good. So you can write a note on that about the deck, or yeah. So all these cards here are additional cards, and then there's this one which is the advertisement card telling you what it is. Old school version 2. Look at that for cardstock. Oh my goodness, it is lush. So what I'm really pleased about is that they have kept the vintage design, the vintage aesthetic that we've got from the original plastic one as well. So you can see here. So there's not a lot of difference at all between any of the titles. You know, they're still borderless. It's just a bigger version. What you will notice is a difference between the colour saturation. So the new version has been lightened a little bit, and you've got more of a yellowy, bronzy colour here, whereas this one is more of like a browny beige. You'd notice it more when you put them side by side. It's quite subtle, but it is there. Look at the different shades of blue at the bottom. Okay, so let's have a side-by-side walkthrough, and then, as always, I'll be back at the end to share my thoughts. Okay, so, oh, I just love this deck. In terms of how it compares, as I said, with the little one, this one is always going to be a firm favourite of mine. It's diddy, it's cute. As I said, the plastic makes it quite a substantial, heavy deck. The gilding is gorgeous, and it is great just to put in a little bag and carry with you. You know, it doesn't matter if it gets wet or anything like that. It's plastic, so it's durable. However, I like the backs on this one, but I do think the backs have improved. I like this colour. I like the design. Both are reversible, as you can see if you do read reversals. Gilding, I think, is beautiful. I don't think I've got a green gilded deck. They come with some lovely colours. I mean, what I love about their Smith Tiny is the red, and that was the first time I seen it. I got that before I got Bone Stone and Earthflesh, and I just thought it was really nice. This seems a little bit clearer. I don't know if you noticed that with the side-by-side walkthrough, whether it's because the images are larger, but they just seem a little bit clearer, because with the filter that's on here, it's a little bit dimmer in that one. It has, both have the vintage aged effect to it. I noticed it in particular more with, was it 8 of Cups? Let's go to 8 of Cups for a second. Yeah, so 8 of Cups, here we go. You could really see the colour difference in this deck in particular. Making sure that that's in shot so you can see it. It just seems a little bit lighter. This one seems, I don't know how to say it really, but just seems grayer, duller, whereas this seems sharper and brighter. I really noticed those side by side. But this one will always be a little favourite of mine. I absolutely love it. Cardstock is exceptional, but you know what? I expect nothing less from Deckstiny, because yes, their decks are, well, and I've heard people say to me, it's expensive. I don't think it's the fact that the decks are expensive, you know, compared to other independent decks that are out there, but shipping from Thailand can be obviously an additional cost. And I know a lot of people in the States have said, oh, shipping to the States on Thailand is really expensive. I get it, you know, when we ship from America, when we have decks from America, it's expensive. But what I can say is that when you buy one of Deckstiny's decks, you are getting quality, absolute quality, and an excellent service, a friendly service, good packaging, everything. It's just amazing. I love them. I love the company and I love their products. And you know, that's something I've said right from the word go. So this was Old School version 2. And I did a side-by-side with the first edition of Old School, which now I guess is the pocket version. All right, thank you for watching. I'm going to be busy for a week or so with having nine decks. The next one I do will be the Deckstiny decks with the Pamela Coleman Smith commemorative Majors Only deck as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've had a great week. Have a lovely weekend. I will be here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for my live Cup of Catcher and Cards. Hopefully you'll be able to join me then. And until then, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.